Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Scottsbluff High was the location yesterday for a sit-down with a brand new Bearcat. A big Bearcat, talking about Brock Knutson, a 6'7", 285-pound offensive lineman who transferred over to Scottsbluff High from Mitchell midway through the school year. He'll play a major role for Judd Hall's team this upcoming fall, and he's got a lot of options to choose from as far as his college career is concerned. First off, let's start with the decision to transfer to Scottsbluff.
The majority of it was academics. I'm thinking about graduating early, and that wasn't going to be possible at Mitchell, and it is here. And then a lot of it is college classes as well, and like career paths. I really like the career paths. I'm thinking about going into ag science, so I'm taking a bunch of ag classes like horticulture, which is something I never even thought I'd have interest in. It's like building flower arrangements and stuff like that, landscape design. And then we're doing a bunch of stuff in the greenhouse, so that really interests me.
Another career path, well, that could be on the gridiron, and we'll get to the college recruiting scene here in just a moment. But Knutson should fit like a glove for the Scottsbluff offense this upcoming fall. At Mitchell, they basically ran the Scottsbluff offense, and he'll be a road grader for what's going to be a potent rushing attack this year for the Cats. They'll be one of the top teams in all of Class B.
My goal ever since I was little was to win a state championship. My dad, he was a state champion wrestler, and I never really thought that goal would be achievable for me in wrestling. I don't know, I just possibly this year, but wrestling was never really my sport, so I was hoping to get that done in football so I could tell him that I'm a state champ too. And I think that's completely attainable with who we have at running back. You know, Sebastian rushed for 1,700 yards as a sophomore. That was crazy. And then Braden rushing for a lot. I can't remember how many yards Braden rushed for. It's probably
12 or 13.
Yeah, it was a bunch. So having two people that rush for over 1,000 yards is crazy.
Knutson, of course, has been garnering plenty of attention out on the recruiting trail. He's got a total of 10 Division I offers, 8 of which are FBS schools, including Nebraska, and he got that offer from Scott Frost and the Huskers just a couple of weeks ago during spring game weekend in Lincoln.
We had a little players meeting with Coach Raiola in his office in the offensive line room, and then went to the game. Sat next to Tyson Terry. He was a state champ wrestler this year as a freshman for heavyweight, so that was cool, getting to meet him. And then after that, we went up to the Players Lounge, ate some pizza, and then Coach Frost he called me into his office, and then I couldn't stop smiling from then. It was just awesome getting to meet him and talk to him in private. And then he talked to just us, what I like to do, talk to us about my family. Talked a little bit about his family and what he does to get away from football.
Sounds like the Huskers made a great impression and came through with the offer. Another school that appears to be high on Knutson's list would be Iowa State, as the Cyclones got their closer involved early on in the process. Head coach Matt Campbell, he's already flown in to Scottsbluff to meet with Knutson personally at the high school.
That was actually the first head coach that I met with. All these other schools I just gotten offered from my positions coaches, and then Coach Campbell coming here was just crazy. I wasn't expecting that at all. I was actually on my way to class, and can't remember who texted me. I think it was Hoodger texted me that Coach Campbell was coming to see me, and then showed up later that week.
Knutson says he'll make his big decision by the end of the summer to have everything taken care of ahead of his senior season, his first with the Scottsbluff program. Due to NSAA transfer rules, Knutson has been ineligible for the track season up to this point, but that moratorium just ended. He'll be with the track team tomorrow for the twilight meet, and head coach Shelby Auberg said that he tossed a shot yesterday at practice 54 to 55 feet. That will cover it for today. The latest from right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.